No, when Southeastern play.
That's another topic we got for tonight, Zombie.
And let me tell you something else too. I ain't dancing. I ain't doing no dance because Brian Kelly stole the money from LSU. Free my boy, free my ass. That's what I got today. Denzel, here's to you.
Hey.
Turn it all around. If Kenzel doesn't go to his boy, you didn't have
free my boy.
So I flashed my computer. Half of that money is mine, motherfucker. Then BK's like, well, I was going to get 30. So Kenzel's like, yeah, well, the other 24 is mine. Oh, wait, are we live?
We've been live for about 45 seconds. That's what the music means, Zombie.
I ain't doing no Brian Kelly dancing anymore. You know what my dad would say about that? Fuck that motherfucker.
And we are live here tonight, Wednesday night.
Lots to be thankful for.
November 26th, Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving Eve.
We haven't been on the pod the last two nights, which is my fault. My fault. I'll take accountability for it. Zombie Bob on the other side of the transatlantic cable, Chip on the other side, the down the river from us, was ready and raring to podcast, but it was me who kept us from hitting the airwaves. So my apologies Daniel, to listeners.
I don't see any brick wall behind you. A new studio? A new command center?
The roaches ran me off.
Oh.
Or what was it? What was Chip? What did Chip say I was always afraid of? The lizard, right?
Oh, I thought it was your wife.
Well, that too. Hopefully I don't get yelled at. First night podcasting in the air condition.
Nice.
On a cool evening.
Welcome to the one evening. 2025.
The one evening it's like perfect weather. Of course I'm inside. But new studio. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Hopefully the wife doesn't come in here and yell at me. Ooh. So because both kids are asleep and I'm under the roof. So
okay.
Zombie Bob, I wanted to start us off with a question. You know, there is a story. You know, there's a prevailing thought out there, Zombie, that you are a dog hater. That you're an animal hater. So we would like you to provide some clarification to this. A, are you an animal hater or a dog hater? Or B, a dog hater? The floor is yours.
I do not hate animals. Actually, my fiance gets mad at me because I will stop. Yeah, like the old Bill Murray clip from a quote from Stripes. You know, like chicks dig me. You know, usually because it's where I wear exotic underwear. If I wear any underwear at all, or something along those lines. But like I went and got a haircut this morning. You see, it's like not as high and tight as Chip's, but
Chip just got a haircut literally 30 minutes ago.
Okay, but I went there early. It's Thanksgiving Eve. So I got there for 7:30 for the opening at 8. I was still second on the list, but I'm sitting there in Old Mandeville and I got dogs walking by and they stop and sniff and I'm petting them, good boy. I like dogs. What I don't like is let's say family members or friends associated with the dog that do not follow the agreed upon rules and regulations for said dog. I had a dog in a previous life. The dog was very well trained. It was a great dog. My then wife, my then brother, my then mother, my then sister, my then sister-in-law. They disagreed with how the dog was allowed to interact. And
can I clarify one point here?
Sure.
I was not the brother you're speaking of.
No.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Just wanted to clarification.
Like, A, it's my dog. B, it's my house. C, this is how the dog is allowed to behave. And I had family members fight me over that and would get mad with me because I said, it's not happening. Like, I'm old, right? We've already established how much older I am than you two guys. Maybe 2-3 years ago in therapy. Have you ever heard of this thing called boundaries? Like there's this thing, boundaries, and you're supposed to respect other people's boundaries or, it's their house, their rules or something like that. I had no idea about that because those things didn't exist in the family that I grew up in, so like, no, I don't. And now in my current situation, I have, let's say, inherited a family dog That one don't want him. That one don't want him. That one don't want him. So who gets stuck with the dog? My fiance. Well, who's around the house more than my fiance is? I am. But who gets stuck with the stupid ass dog? I do. But oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's so wonderful. Fuck you. Like, out of here. Yeah, so the dog itself is actually pretty well trained. Like, he's better since we've been back, and it's just been my fiance and I in the house. But this motherfucker better hit the road come January 1st. That's all I got to say. He's going in the microwave. That was a joke about the microwave. Don't call the SPCA about me or Chip's cats or anything like that. But no, I do not hate animals. I get in trouble when I pet other dogs because I get told, well, you like that dog, but you don't like the dog at the house. It's not the dog. It's the principle of the matter that she got stuck with him, and therefore I got stuck with him, and everybody else is free to do whatever the fuck they want. But anyway, thank you for that therapy session, Dan. I feel like, I mean, the camera puts on 500 pounds, so I feel about 450 pounds lighter.
One of the last things, obviously we're in the process of moving here. One of the last things, last night I made a trip just myself, making sure I got things so that I could go to sleep, like my charger, my cell phone charger, like some toiletries, things like that, because we're still between houses. But to counterbalance Zombie Bob's anti-animal
That's not anti-animal. It's anti-idiot. Let's put it that way.
Do you know the last thing last night that I made sure I brought over to the new house?
Somebody's ashes.
The remains of my dog. Rest in peace, Kiki. I still have her ashes.
What about your wife's dog?
She chose not to have the dog cremated, or it was one of those, she had it cremated. She chose not to keep the ashes. Me, I wanted to bury the dog in the backyard, but I knew we weren't going to live in that house forever. So I wanted to be able to take her remains with me. So
she's going to be buried in that backyard, the new backyard?
I don't know. I got a really nice urn. I don't know what to do with it. I joked with Mary that if I die right now, my wish is put Kiki the black lab, to put her urn in the coffin with me.
You want to be buried? You don't want to be cremated?
The wife wants me to be buried. I don't care one way or the other.
Why?
Well, not that she wants me to be buried. She wants me to have a place, a plot.
I think his wife's just scared that she's going to get burnt alive. So, that's why.
Chip, you want to be buried or cremated?
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's a fucking shell.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You get uploaded to the consciousness anyway. So, I mean,
Burn me alive. I don't care.
Well, not alive, but
I mean, well, not. Yeah, I mean, just take me before I'm 75. I don't want to live that old.
See, I want to live. I want to live to 100. I just knocked over the microphone.
Y'all are fucking crazy.
Yeah, because maybe you get to 100, maybe they'll learn how to make your brain self-sustaining.
You really want to live forever? That's crazy. That's crazy. Have you ever seen the Green Mile?
G Moose, 100%. When do we got to get G Moose on? We got to get G Moose on. G Moose, it's Thanksgiving Eve. I know we're talking about bullshit.
And he also said, Happy Thanksgiving Day.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. G Moose, we just want to give you a thanks, shout out, and thank you for always being here, participating in the super chat. Sending $25 every time you send a super chat, and then always supporting us on Twitter. So we really, really are thankful for you and your support of the Geaux Team.
Absolutely.
So G Moose. I think you're in a real estate game. Like, you want to do plots, or you want to do cremation and like go on the mantle, or go on the bookshelf or something like that. What's your thoughts on that?
Is there a way to put up polls on this software? Could we put up a poll?
If we only had an engineer. Now, look, speaking of which, we still have to get a proposal out to grant the intern. I think you have a set list for tonight.
I tried to call him on Monday. He was in Paris.
The breaking news about LSU is going to pay the full $54 million. We got to talk about that. But like, we don't have that kind of budget for the intern. But it's us. It's his current employer, and there's at least 2 or 3 possibly rumored other destinations that want them. I mean, grant the intern is a known quantity, known quality, and let the bidding commence.
There is rumors out there that Grant might be transferring his services to Are You Serious podcast. Just saying. We know who we're bidding against, guys. We know who we're bidding against. We got to bring the big guns.
I saw pictures of Blake. He's down like what, 150 pounds?
Looks good.
It looks good. Props.
Shout out Blake Ruffino.
I'm surprised that nobody made a shot at my my favorite LSU player of all time, because you saw the shooter, the alleged shooter in TC.
Well, hold on. You sent me a text message and said no shot. Take no shots at my boy Braden
slander will be tolerated, but there's a passing resemblance, whatever. So
I don't think Fajoka's a hippy dippy lib. That dude looks like a hippy dippy lib.
All right, moving right along. Chip, how are you doing, brother? I don't know where I cleaned up my office.
Yeah, you set that one up, Zombie.
Yeah, really, right? So let's see.
Chip, how's the haircut tonight?
It's good. I got a hair splitter in my. That's why I'm like.
You were staring at your fingers earlier. I was wondering what you.
Always why I know about that is one of my ex. Well, I guess a girl that I was seeing.
A lady.
Hairstylist, yeah, and she would show me this. I was like, man, I've never seen it. I just looked at my finger. I'm like, oh shit, I got fucking hair and it won't come out.
Yeah. Last time I got a haircut, the guys were talking about that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
They're like, oh,
and they're like, no, it's hair. And I'm like, get the hell out of here. And they're like, yeah, it's worse than a splinter. So evidently it's a thing. I had no idea.
Yeah, the hair's sharp. Hair follicles are sharp.
All right. I'm gonna lead us off with a question here. The question everybody wants to know. Okay.
What is your take on dogs?
No. That was we needed to get a therapy session out of the
I
way
appreciate
first.
it.
To respect your boundaries.
That's why you're a moderator extraordinaire. Excellent job.
That's why I'm here. When you told me that earlier, I knew I was starting the podcast off with that story.
I didn't see
had
that
to. Respect. You should have known I was going to use that.
I should have, but I just.
So, and Zombie didn't even give the audience the best story, but I don't want to pull too much out of you because I don't want you to get in trouble in case you're significant.
The best story?
That you about the door being open and the result.
Yeah. It's just
no. But I don't want you to get in trouble with your significant other by airing this out there into the internet.
No, I've said enough, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I'm going to start this off. You're a meteorologist, but instead of predicting the rain, you're predicting Lane Kiffin to LSU. What's your percent? Zombie, you're first.
I got to do the whole 100. I got to break it up 100.
Oh, yeah, just LSU. Just LSU.
45.
Ooh, less than 50%. Chip.
The longer it goes, the more nervous it makes me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. And I don't think this is a bad percentage. Today I'm gonna go 35.
Chip, you were the one 2 days ago that was at 80. See, I was at 60 2 days ago, and now I'm at 75%.
Oh, really?
Chance.
Well, there's obviously negativity going around right now, but I mean that's just the nature of the business. So I guess that bodes well for us. So that's usually when you get hyped.
Dude, maybe
yeah, whenever because I want to say this. So everybody's like, well, do you remember? It is very like Tom Herman. I'll give you that, but it's on steroids. Tom Herman. I don't think it's anything like the one from 4 years ago. Riley was. It was never like there was nobody that was any validity that said he was coming here. They were just said we were after him, and from what I understand is that he was never coming here, and Scott Woodward let it out at a when he was up in the suites, so it could be a smoke screen. So, and that got everybody going. That dude's a fucking liar, anyways. But I just don't think they're that. I don't think they're the same. Maybe I think more Tom Herman is like it, but I think this is on steroids. So we've just been bit so many times, and I guess I'm waiting to be bit again.
Well, you see, I agree with that. I'm sorry, Daniel.
No, you go ahead, Zombie.
Well, I appreciate that. I was just going to say, if it's strictly what do I think between LSU, Ole Miss, and Florida, I think my number is higher than 45%. But like Chip mentioned, I'm definitely afraid of Texas, and I'm definitely afraid of Alabama. Like if he leaves and he goes to the NFL, I don't give a shit. If he leaves and he goes to one of the two Pac-12 teams, I don't give a shit. If he goes to the Big Ten, I don't give a shit. It's Nick Saban 2.0. I will not be able to function if he somehow winds up at Alabama.
All right, let's start with the Texas Alabama thing. First off, Texas. What scenario does he go to Texas?
I can never say the guy's name. Sarkisian. Yeah. All right. When Sark leaves to go to the NFL, he's not going to another college program.
But is he really going to the NFL? Because his starting quarterback. All right, I'm gonna say this low key. Your boy, the quarterback at Texas, Arch Manning's playing better the last few weeks. Okay. And I did say that early in the season. I thought he sucked early in the season, but I thought he was going to stay there and he was going to get better. And he has quietly gotten better now that he's a better quarterback. So going into next year, you return Arch Manning. This was a rebuilding year for Texas. Texas is going to be top 5 going into the season. Legitimate top 5. They were number 1 this year, but it wasn't legit. It was a rebuilding year, new quarterback. They're going to return the quarterback. They're going to return a lot of guys. I don't see him leaving.
Okay.
At least not this cycle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be a fear later down the road, Texas at least. I also don't think Alabama's going to get rid of their coach unless he obviously if he loses this week, there's a shot because they've done that before.
But how long has he been there?
This is year 2. And that's the other side. I don't think I think it's more likely he gets fired than he leaves to go to Penn State.
But somebody was saying that he's only got a 2-year contract. Somebody was saying they were trying to float the Penn State news so that he could get an extension.
That's my theory. I might have told
an extension on an original 4-year deal. What was his original deal?
I don't know his original deal.
It has to be 3 or 4 years. There's no way.
It had to be 5 or 6, right?
Yeah. There's no way it gave him less than 3.
So my theory on Kalen DeBoer is there any world where a coach would leave Alabama to go to Penn State? Is there any world?
He's got an 8-year contract.
Oh, yeah, but Jimmy Sexton's always trying to get his clients extensions.
But and I hear you, and my fear is not rational, but it's my fear nonetheless. I will not be able to function if Lane Kiffin goes either to Texas or Alabama this cycle instead of LSU.
G Moose says you don't hear anything about the Penn State opening. He thinks Elko is their target, and they're just waiting on him.
Oh, I'd love for Elko to go to Penn State.
Be good for me.
Absolutely.
I think they fired James Franklin thinking they were going to go get Matt Rule, and then now Matt Rule sucks ass, and they don't have a backup plan.
Right. Well, somebody said
or they have a backup plan, but
I don't remember what article or what podcast I was listening to, but there are more quality openings than there really are head coach candidates.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's Tulane going to do once? I mean, again, 2 things, both out either side of my mouth. I would love Ed O reunion under Kiffin at LSU, but for the entertainment value, I've said earlier this season, I would love Orgeron at Tulane as the head coach. I would love that.
I love both scenarios.
Yeah. So, okay.
Blake Baker to Tulane. That is the slam.
I've heard that, G Moose. I've heard that several times.
So back to Kiffin. If I just don't see Sark leaving a potential championship run next year to go to the NFL. I can't see DeBoer going to Penn State. So by all accounts, I mean, what did I always say is wait for the Ross Dellinger tweet. Ross Dellinger wrote an article yesterday saying LSU's in the lead.
Okay. Well, the only thing about why leave a program if you think you have a shot next year, if the itch is there, the itch is there. Saban wanted to scratch that itch after having won a championship at LSU. And he said it was his biggest, professional career regret. But, if that's your itch and that's where your heart or your, I don't know, motivation's the right word. But if if that's what you're striving for, if that's what you want, okay, maybe not. Maybe he thinks Tennessee and Cam Ward or Jackson Dart and the Giants are worth jumping in instead of next year with, I'm just going to say this, jokingly, like the Saints and Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler,
He's been coaching for 25 years and only 3 seasons in the NFL. Sark has been. Okay. I don't know. I know the rumor's been out there, but he's denied it, and I know denying it means nothing.
Yeah, Nick Saban. I'm not taking the Alabama job.
Yeah.
But then I sent you guys, I don't know who wrote it. It was, Sauces. And, like there is the scenario that Ole Miss plays for the SEC championship. So, like, what happens if Texas beats A&M and then this happens? I mean, it's within the realm of possibility. And then all of a sudden, Ole Miss is in the SEC championship game. Well, then does he stay around for another week? And this gets drawn out another week?
So my guess is that he's calling Ole Miss's bluff. And he's basically saying, Ole Miss has said you're not going to coach beyond the Egg Bowl. And my guess is that he's calling their bluff and going to wait and see what happens after the Egg Bowl. Because he wants to coach the team, and I think he wants to leave after the season. So if you're the Ole Miss AD, are you going to fire him? Are you going to relieve him of his duties if you make the SEC championship game, or if you don't make the SEC championship game? What do you do? What do you do if you're Keith Carter?
That's the first time when I flipped you guys that. That's the first time I heard anything about the SEC championship game. It was always, the playoffs. But then,
I think they think that that's pretty low possibility for them to go. I mean, I know
Texas got to beat A&M, but Chip, I don't know the other scenarios.
It's Alabama has to beat Auburn has to beat Alabama, and Texas
is the one. What I think is more unlikely.
Yeah, I think Texas can beat A&M.
Yeah, I think
it's unlikely Auburn beats Alabama.
Yeah, I don't see them moving the ball against Alabama. So,
but both of those have to happen because Georgia's done with their conference play.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yeah, I don't know.
So if that happens, it's Ole Miss in Georgia.
Well, which is why I appreciate y'all jumping in on a holiday eve night. Because the worst possible timing for Zombie Bob to go out of the country on a 2-week European tour of Christmas markets, I leave Saturday night. So it's like, oh my God, like who would have thought when I booked this, like in the summer, BK would be gone. Now, what I really didn't think about was the playoffs. And whatnot, but fun fact.
Oh, ye Chip, of little faith! You didn't think we were going to make the playoffs.
Chip. In a previous life, I got married in December of '97, and my wedding day was the day of the SEC championship, December of '97. We announced our engagement in the summer of '96 because we had a long engagement because we had to save up a bunch of money. Sure. We actually got married up in New York. My old man, believe it or not, was furious with me because I was getting married on the SEC championship date. And I'm like, LSU and Donardo's sucking ass. Like, LSU's not going to be there. And he's like, the true Tiger fan always assumes, blah, blah, blah. Where did the old man spend most of my wedding reception, Daniel?
Upstairs. Wasn't it an upstairs?
Upstairs in the bridal, suite, that executive room at Washington, Tennessee, and
who was Tennessee's quarterback
in '97?
Manning.
Yeah,
you should respect the fact that your father was upstairs watching Peyton Manning, such a steward of the city of New Orleans, right, Zombie Bob?
If Gail Benson would just sell the fucking Saints and the Pelicans, like sell them to your boy with Raising Cane, sell them to the Mannings and let Cooper be the head of that thing. Like, what are you doing? Where's this going? Like, anyway, that New Orleans sports scene is a different topic, different podcast.
I love how you bobbed and weaved your way out of that question there.
What was the question?
You should respect the old man. Do you respect the old man watching Peyton Manning, a steward of the city of New Orleans? I even said it the way you said it.
Also, though we were 9-2 in 2006, and there was a chance you could make the SEC championship game.
What were we in '97?
It went all the way down to. It came down to LSU tied for the West Championship.
Yeah, Auburn and Alabama, and both. One of them lost. I think in '97 Alabama lost, and in '96 Auburn lost. We needed the opposite to happen both times.
Yeah, in '97, if Alabama wins that Iron Bowl, we go to Atlanta.
Well, you see, this is why, ladies and gentlemen out there in the audience, A, we appreciate you. B, these two guys don't even need to pull it up. The institutional knowledge that we have amongst the three of us with the LSU football program from the 1970s until this afternoon when it was announced that BK was getting his full $54 million, thanks to Kenzel Kelly.
And I'm pretty sure I could tell you what color jerseys Tennessee was wearing. They were wearing white, and Auburn was wearing
all white.
Yeah, and Auburn was wearing their home.
Auburn was up.
So I owe an apology to the old man. LSU finished the 90. No, that was 90. No,
97.
97 and they were 93. 9-3.
Yeah,
but this would have been the 96.
Yeah,
no, it's 97. That's okay. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, they
5-0 on the road, 4-3 at home.
Yeah. Lost to Ole Miss, you lost to Notre Dame, and you lost to Auburn. Yeah, that was the great Cecil Collins game.
Yeah, because the narrative was that if you don't lose that Auburn, if you don't lose that Ole Miss game, you make the SEC championship game.
And the old man would have been really mad at me.
Yeah. But he still respected a steward of the city of New Orleans in Peyton Manning.
You can't stand the Mannings, man. Don't even give me that shit.
But you got to give him props, right? I'm asking if you're giving him props, Zombie Bob. It's not about me. It's about you.
Look, New York weddings are an entirely different animal, right? So we got married. We had a very modest New York wedding. We had a 5.5-hour wedding reception. We had a cocktail hour with like 30-something, carving station, hot and cold carving stations, hot buffet, cold buffet, pass around stuff. And after that hour, you went and sat down in a 3, 4, 5-course meal. Like then you had the sit down dinner with the DJ going and the dancing and everything. And then you had dessert at the end of the night as well. It's freaking 5.5 hours long. And it's not even, it was modest compared to New York weddings.
Did we have any family members that were very happy with what was it, a 10-course meal?
I don't know.
You have certain family members that love a good
cancer bag. I would imagine I would imagine that everyone had a good time.
And a good time was had by all, right? Isn't that the famous saying?
The funniest thing about that, we got to get off of this subject, but the funniest thing was that literally there was one person at that wedding as a guest that neither she nor I knew. And the videographer caught it. And then on the dance floor, my then wife goes and like kind of embraces this person. She was literally saying like, who are you? Like, who are you here with? But on camera, without the video, without the audio, it looks like they're long lost best friends and all that. So it's like funny seeing that guy caught. Like if you know, she didn't know who that person was. It was like,
so you had a wedding crasher.
No, it was somebody's date, but we didn't know who that was. So
okay.
Anyway, yeah, fun fact.
All right. So let's go back to Lane Kiffin. Are you more so you're more uncertain today than you were 2 days ago?
The longer it goes, the more nervous I get.
Do the chances decrease though?
Yeah, because I'm just like we're LSU fans, we're Saints fans, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're I guess let's put it this way, and Chip said it in so many words, but I'm gonna rephrase it like this. Our past trauma has conditioned us to expect the worst. And I even said Nick Saban 2.0. Like, I don't want him to go anywhere else. I want him to come to LSU. I want the troll for however long we get him. I want hopefully the natties that come with him. But our past trauma conditions us to expect the worst.
So I'm like, I don't believe Texas and Alabama is an option. Okay. I think if this was a giant troll job and he was going to announce that he was going to stay at Ole Miss, look at me, I'm staying at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a great job. I think that ship has sailed. And so I think it's obvious he's leaving or wanting to leave. And all signs are pointing towards Baton Rouge. So I'm more and more confident as each day goes by.
Okay. Chip, what do you say?
I already said. I mean, I'm just expecting the worst.
Weren't you listening, Zombie Bob? What the hell, man? I already said my piece.
Like I said, I just expect the worst. You know who I said we're going to hire 4 weeks ago? I said we're going to hire probably Frank Wilson, even though I don't think you can hire him now.
No, you can't do that now, man.
No, I hope not. I do think there's players running want them to, which is fucking nuts. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. Does Ole Miss and Florida know more than what we do? Probably not. So we're going by message boards here.
Right. And sources.
Yeah, and our fans have a tendency. We used to have a friend.
Well, Dellinger, though. You know, I always believe Ross Dellinger. He's saying Florida's looking for another guy. He says Ole Miss is looking for another guy.
You're being logical, dude.
Chip, that's the quote of the night.
You're being logical. Like, I don't expect logic out of me. And
Lane Kiffin's not a logical guy. So I mean, you're right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think Sexton knows who to feed it to, but I don't think it benefits Sexton to troll LSU.
Well, as Jimu said in the chat, he said, I don't think it's a troll job. Too many Ole Miss fans are outraged. So there was a point where I thought it was a troll, but I think we're past that point.
Right.
Yeah, I think it could be very easily. You could come. I'm sorry, Zombie. I think you could. I think you could easily just come out and say, "Yeah, I'm not. I don't fucking believe those motherfuckers." But like,
there you go. That guy's on TV again.
Yeah, guys on TV again. I lost my train of thought here.
It's not a troll job, you were saying.
Yeah. I just don't see what it would benefit Sexton to do that. And why would you want to lose? I mean, listen, if he loses this week, they're going to fucking Jesus Christ his ass and throw him on the cross and fucking put a fucking stake through his side. You know, what's that thing called? The spear? Anyways, it's
in a lance. No,
I don't know.
What's the spread? What's the spread on the game with?
Well, see, that's why I don't think Ole Miss is going to make the SEC championship game because I think they're going to lose to Mississippi State.
Yeah, but why?
Because they're so distracted. They're more worried about Lane Kiffin.
I think Mississippi State will keep it close, but they'll blow it. But still, like, it doesn't matter. You lose the first playoff game. You lose the first game next year. I mean, can you imagine how toxic that's going to get? I mean, it's going to be LSU times. Well, it's going to be LSU-like. So,
well,
I mean,
I'm sorry, Chip, go ahead.
I would say if he's trolling, I think he's making bad trolls, like, for himself.
Well, I agree, and I think this may segue us, Daniel, but just like, I mean, we will get to the Brian Kelly payout and that they've since announced LSU has that they're paying him the full amount. And it's like the damage to the LSU brand by fighting him for an extra 10 million or 15 million that they don't pay him instead of just paying it. It's worth that amount of money in PR and, you know, the K value or whatever it's called that, okay, we're done. We paid them the full amount. That mess is behind us. And if anybody brings it up, we paid them the whole amount. So that's why I think Ole Miss isn't in on any troll job because it's too much. It's too much distraction. It's too much embarrassment. It's too much damage to the Ole Miss brand that, you know, this whole fucking thing that they put everybody through just because they're a couple of trolls or 2 or 3 trolls that were all in on it. So I don't think it's a troll. I think he definitely wants to leave. Now, what if they win? What if they do a Les Miles Texas A&M 2015 thing and say Mississippi State is up the whole game because Ole Miss is, you know, it's an early kickoff and Ole Miss is distracted, but they pull it out in the end and they go wild and they win on a crazy play right at the end. What if Ole Miss players grab Lane Kiffin, throw him a shoulder and storm off the field at Starkville, where Ole Miss is 2-0 the last 2 games there? And then what if he gets, you know, caught up in the emotion of that? He's like, fuck it, I'm staying. I love these guys. it's Lane Kiffin. There's no freaking telling, So I think it's definitely not a troll job. Ole Miss wouldn't go for that.
Correct. I agree. G Moose says best quote I've seen in all of this is that Ole Miss's ceiling is LSU's expectations.
100%. I think that was Andy Staples that said that, right? Yeah. So I agree, G Moose. That was like, but that goes back to my furiousness with BK, Kenzel's boy, that that we were spoiled. Fucking A, motherfucker! 100% we're spoiled because everybody that was into coaching LSU before you won a fucking natty. You were too busy golfing.
So let's talk about it. Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly finally getting his notice that he is terminated without cause. So therefore, LSU is going to pay him the full buyout. Unless he takes a lump sum payment. Does he take the $43 million now or does he take the whole 54?
Kenzel's pushing for the lump sum. He wants his money. I think Kenzel got it for him.
Do you want to talk about how much of a loser Kenzel Kelly? Wait, hold on. We got to be careful. Kenzel Kelly, Zombie Bob doesn't know this. Chip probably doesn't remember this. Kenzel Kelly follows us on Twitter.
No, the Geaux Team?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Kenzel, if you want on.
Pull him up right now. Does he still?
I'm sure. I don't think he's done anything to not follow. Or
right,
we've done anything.
For nothing. Not for
Listen,
nothing.
I have no problem with you sticking up for your father. I probably would too. I think any of us.
But
would.
How about a little bit of class?
Yeah, he could have did better.
His dad's Brian Kelly. And his dad killed a kid. We're not talking about class here.
I cleaned up my studio, so I don't know where the legal disclaimer is, and I don't know where my hashtag Brian Kelly killed a kid, abbreviation is, but
the Auburn head coach killed a kid too.
In Florida, assistant coach assaulted a guy. I lost my train of thought. I don't know where we were going.
Kenzel Kelly killed a promo.
LSU. All right, but then I know that there's a vacuum at the top for LSU leadership, but who's running the fucking boat? We fired him. We didn't follow him. Fire him. We're terminating for cause. We're not. We didn't actually technically fire him yet. We're going to fire him this day with cause. And then 48 hours later, 72 hours later. Oh yeah, here's the whole $54 million. G Moose, we got you, baby. We can ride. G Moose is
I feel like that's the last week or so. I've been like, yeah, man, we're playing this right. We're finally doing the right way, and then we go and do this. It's like, okay, well, why didn't we just do this at the beginning?
Chip calling me.
Oh, Steve.
Okay, thank you. I nominate G Moose for our ride or die supporter of the year. G Moose has been there the whole time.
We're closing in on the end of the year, so that is true.
Right. I mean,
speaking of which,
Lion LeBlanc's right. Line up. What is it? Line up LeBlanc.
Line up LeBlanc.
Yeah, is up in there. Don't forget Gabagool Gabe. And but you see, Chip. I mean, I think you're with me on this. If we had Grant the intern running this shit, we would see all these things that Daniel's, not showing us. There's probably 10,000 super chats that's saying hashtag Chip's a charmer. That's saying hashtag Zombie Bob probably did have Botox. All this stuff, but we don't see any of that stuff.
You have access to the chat too.
No.
You just got it on your phone, so you can't see everything on your phone. You got to hit the tab.
I mean, what a great setup I have here. Hands-free, I can drink. Oh, tonight's drink of the night is sponsored by Portugal. Portugal, Day 5 sponsor.
We got Nate Pindog. Nate Pindog. I wonder if that's a burner for a friend of ours named Nate. Lane Kiffin to Florida. Sorry, guys. Always hate it when my LSU friends cry. I'm confident. I don't know. Ross Dellinger's reporting it, so I'm not going to
cry either way. So.
I'm not. Look,
and G Moose instantly replies with, "There ain't no crying in LSU football."
Yeah, I don't know why you think I'm crying.
And G Moose also wants to know, Zombie, where's the bladder at tonight?
I'm getting a fucking G Moose tattoo, man.
And Michael Mosley says the Florida trolls are insufferable. Yeah, that wasn't a very good troll.
I don't mind him going to Florida. I'd rather if he's not coming to LSU, I'd rather him go to Florida than go to Ole Miss.
And Brandon Reese in the chat says, "I'm ready for this Kiffin stuff to be over with at this point."
I think you all are. I don't think Florida fans will. Listen, Florida, they're bottom feeders and have been for a while. I mean,
bottom feeders.
Ooh. Yeah, like you're not what you
shots
need to
fired.
Do. I'm not trying to be and if you get Kiffin, God bless you. I think your shitty athletic director finally did a good job.
Florida just got an indoor practice facility 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's
LSU had one in 1993.
I think you were once a proud program that has fallen longer than LSU has fallen lately. And we're talking about fallen going 8-4 the last 2 seasons.
Right. Daniel, where's our boy YouTube Bus, the super chatter that was in a week or two ago?
I don't know.
Him recently? But that was his name, right? YouTube Bus?
Yeah, we haven't. This is our first episode since that one, I believe.
Oh.
Hell next week.
That seems like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Dylan. All right, but let me ask you this, gentlemen.
Brandon Reese says that too much drama for Kiffin the last 3 weeks to stay there.
Brandon, 100%. Let me ask you this. Does LSU paying the $54 million in full and not fighting Brian Kelly, is that because they know that Lane Kiffin's not coming and they're not going to spend $90 million on Lane Kiffin and they're going to pay somebody less than that? And is there extra money to pay off Brian Kelly because Kiffin's not coming here and you're going to go with someone that's cheaper than Lane Kiffin?
I think that Lane Kiffin is so anticipated and desired by the fan base and the boosters of LSU that I've heard the Tom Herman comparisons, like Chip was saying earlier. It's on steroids because there were people that were still like, who's Tom Herman? Like, everybody knows who Lane Kiffin is. Everybody that matters wants him. Even the questions that people have about him are like, oh, is he going to go for it on 4th down too much? It's not that, oh, he sucks, I don't like what he did here and there. It's like we're nitpicking over in-game coaching decisions. Those are the only real negatives this fan base has about him. So I think, with that said, I think there's so much enthusiasm. I think the money's there.
Okay.
And the program's desperate after BK has let this thing slip away.
I'm sorry, Kenzel's voice. We need that T-shirt, man. Kenzel's boy.
But Zombie, where's the bladder? Where's the bladder tonight?
What do you think
of the? I don't have the bladder. I went with Protocol. I tried to go to Protocol yesterday. They were closed on a Tuesday, and I had to go to Boofa's across the street on Esplanade. Shout out Boofa's. True story. True story.
Hold on, I got where's the prototype? Shit. The bladder prototype. I didn't have it ready.
You have it. Well, wait, the first one that I debuted, there was some leakage. And
what do y'all think about Scott Woodward pushing for him to not come here?
BK?
Is that true? There's rumors that Scott Woodward is trying to.
My guy would have said it if it wasn't true. And
he's trying to prevent who from coming to LSU?
Yeah, Chip. Elaborate. Or you?
I don't want to say the guy who said. I mean, you can go. He's a prevalent.
We've already pimped that podcast tonight.
Blake said it yesterday.
Blake Ruffino said that rumors are. Hold on, Chip. Hold on. Let me elaborate here. Blake Ruffino on his show said that Scott Woodward is trying to sabotage LSU hiring Lane Kiffin.
He didn't say for a fact. He says he has. So I just want to say,
Daniel, what would the old man say?
I believe it.
Fuck that limp dick motherfucker. Was that what you were thinking, Zombie?
Pretty much.
Brandon Reese says at least Kiffin's offense would be fun to watch.
Brandon, how many less miles, fake field goals will Lane Kiffin run during his LSU tenure? That's my question.
G Moose says they saying Woody and BK trying to tell Lane it's a power struggle at LSU and don't go there.
Yeah, but you think he's listening to those two? jilted lovers. He's listening to Saban and Sexton, who was saying, "Fucking go to LSU."
I could see BK 100% doing that, and I could see Woodward doing that too.
We're talking about a guy who's
you listening to
the
them?
basketball program.
But seriously, you think as wild card and unpredictable as Lane Kiffin is, you honestly think he would listen to Brian Kelly when all the reports are out? Like he was golfing all the time. He couldn't even take a cell phone call from an assistant and say hello to a 5-star recruit. No, schedule me. Like call my assistant. I can't talk to you right now.
They've said what recruit that is now. So too, and it was a big one. It was a guy.
What recruit was it?
What's his name for Oregon?
DK Moore.
Yeah.
Like the number one wide receiver in the country that ended up going to Oregon.
Who's committed to us for like 8 months.
Well, you saw they lost the defensive lineman from Lafayette today. He flipped Ohio State.
Yeah, that was McKinley's younger brother. Yeah. Why flip now? Like, wait till we get a coach. You've waited this long. Why flip now? I don't understand that. But Ohio State's paying people money, so.
Probably trying to get his brother, huh?
Ooh.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, Dan. You like to go on road trips with your brother, so I mean, maybe playing football together is appealing to some brothers.
The most recent brother I went on a road trip with was you, Zombie Bob.
Where'd we go?
2017.
That's the last road trip that you went on?
With a brother, yes.
That's pathetic and sad. Well, we're going next year. We're going next year. Big Orange back. We're coming.
Not if Wilson's on.
Who would be interested in hiring Brian Kelly?
That's a great question. All right, so where is BK going to wind up next?
Nowhere.
Yeah,
a golf course in Massachusetts.
Yeah. No, pretend like somebody. I mean, Les Miles went to Kansas, so like, who would want? But
hold on. The thing about the Kansas job was his buddy from Michigan was the AD at Arkansas, left Arkansas to go to Kansas. So it was his buddy who was the AD that hired him.
I still know. That's the question. What program in this country could you see BK 2 years from now coaching at?
Grand Valley State. Isn't that where his?
Yeah, that's where Kenzel came from.
Yeah.
Toledo.
Why take that job? They can't match what your buyout is. So why?
You don't need the money. It's just funsies.
Yeah. So why coach again?
Because you can't. You got to scratch the itch. If he's been doing it for 50 years,
Brian Kelly to UCLA.
His wife.
He couldn't relate. He couldn't relate to SEC guys. He ain't gonna relate to.
Does Kenzel transfer and give another year? Does he put himself for another year and go to? Michigan State. That wouldn't be.
Oh, I have a question. That's not
both of these 6'7". Both of these 6'7". Do it, Zombie says Michigan State.
7.
I could see that.
G Moose said McKinley flipped, and then about 45 minutes they predicted Berryman to LSU. I don't know who Berryman is. I don't follow recruiting as much.
He used to. It got a little weird.
I lost my train of thought.
I used to follow recruiting. Now I just wait till signing day.
Yeah, he's another big time recruit. He's a good recruit. I don't know. I don't know why Ohio State.
Obviously he's a defensive lineman. If he's coming in scared off McKinley, so. That's got to be that. I said Toledo. I don't know.
Where's the place where Meyer coached? What's the place in Ohio?
The which one? Youngstown State. Maybe he goes to Youngstown State.
No, it's a division. It's they're brown and orange. What are they?
Cleveland Browns.
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green. That's where he's going.
The Falcons at Bowling Green.
Look at you, motherfuckers, pulling out colors and mascots like.
I did a challenge one time to name this was when there was like 120. Now there's like 130 Division I teams and their mascots off the top of my head. And I only missed one. UConn. I couldn't think of UConn. God. No, off the top of your head, no list in front of you. You can't look anything up.
UConn would
I know. I don't doubt you.
You say that, Chip.
A Husky's never going to give me. I know all Huskies.
Well, it's just the fact that you have to name them off the top of your head and you have to write them down. That's the hard part.
I could write them down. I couldn't name them off the top of my head, but I could write them down, I think.
What? Yeah. Oh, wait. I know what I wanted to ask about. 2 things. One, before we hang up tonight,
Brandon Reese also says Kelly's name was up for the Penn State job at one point.
That was early.
Penn State, any fan base that if somebody hires Brian Kelly, the fan base will riot. Oh, a surefire way not to sell tickets is hire Brian Kelly. Is he the most hated coach in the last 25 years of college
Nobody
football?
worth a shit's going to hire him.
Youngstown State, Toledo. That's Toledo Mud Hens. That's why I'm.
Where he doesn't have
the AAA team.
Delaware Hens, I think you're talking about.
Mud Hens is a minor league team.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Before we hang out, we got to do the score prediction for the LSU game this weekend because LSU is playing a game. But before we get there, Vanderbilt quarterback Diego, whatever his name is, his mom. That's the topic of conversation. You've seen her on Twitter.
Are you gonna try? What are we in the stands? Are we saying like 0 or 1? Or are we doing a 1 to 10? She's I go by a 0-1 scale. She's a 1. I mean, she's obviously I would,
0, 1, yes or no? That's
yeah. That's a Chip scale of 1 to 10 is yes or no.
Ever since I've hit 40, it's just yes or no. My dad always said you hate the ones you don't, so might as well try everything.
It's okay. Gabe always enters the chat with damn Daniel. And the damn
shout out
Daniel.
Gabe.
Sometimes you got to go harpooning, whale hunting.
So you're saying yes.
This is the funny thing that G Moose said. The funny thing is they hated BK when he was here, and
now they love
fire him, and now the national media.
Thank you, G Moose. I was going to talk about that. He's ESPN's favorite now. They hated him.
Henrik Huckleberry. I still think we need to keep our options open. If we don't get Kiffin, we should consider a guy like Dion. Dion is a solid second choice.
That's a choice.
Well, say what you will, right? Say what you will. I give Deion Sanders a ton of credit. His son's not there. His other son, Travis Hunter, is not there. He's got a shit ton of health issues. He's a multimillionaire. He's an icon, and he's still coaching at Colorado. I give him a lot of credit.
Who's Henrik Huckleberry? I have a feeling that this is a.
No, you know who all these people are. You just joking. You're just pulling on us.
No, I have a feeling I know who Henrik Huckleberry is.
I'm sure
Henrik
that you do.
Huckleberry.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Anyway, but I mean, it is crazy, like what G Moose said.
The giveaway is the M in the name right there. His other name starts with an M.
Is that Mikey?
Somebody else who's been on the program, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. It is crazy how much they love BK now, the media. And dude, I didn't realize we actually are hated by the media. We are. Have you heard ESPN lately?
Go get Dillingham if we miss out on Kiffin.
Dillingham. Oh, you saw who was it? The North Texas coach went to Oklahoma State?
I think that's a good fit. I think he's an air raid guy. Oklahoma State, air raid school forever. Good for Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want him here because he's a Mike Leach guy. Those air raid coaches never seem to win it big. The thing about them where you are hated by the media right now, but I think as soon as you hire Lane Kiffin, all that goes away.
Sure.
I don't know, I thought once we fired Kelly, it was gonna go back to normal. And dude, you got squirmy Paul Feinbaum, that little fucking fuckhead weasel. I hope he loses in the primaries. Anyways,
Zombie, how do you feel about Jim Moore Jr. to Colorado State? Somebody near and dear to your heart.
Let me tell you a story. Saints
let me settle in.
Either 95 or 96. Chip, when did Eddie George come out of Ohio State? 95 or 96?
Yeah, 95.
95. The Saints had the 11th pick in the draft. They drafted cornerback Alex Molden, Oregon Ducks. Immediately, a nanosecond later, Tennessee drafted Heisman Trophy winner Eddie George. Who was the defensive back coach for the Saints at that time?
I'm going to go with Jim Moore Jr. based on the context.
Who was the head coach at that time?
I'm going to go with Jim Mora.
Perhaps.
Who was the defensive coordinator? I know this off the top of my head.
Sidwell?
Wasn't it Vic Fangio?
Oh, maybe he was later. Steve Sidwell.
What a
maybe
different time, man. Different time that.
But like,
not very
seriously, he drafted a cornerback to prop up his son, defensive back coach, and you left the fucking Heisman Trophy winner on the board. If you draft fucking Eddie George in 95, 96, whatever that is, you don't have to trade the whole draft away to get Ricky Williams in 99 because you already have Eddie George. So fucking stupid. So fucking stupid.
No, Vic Fangio had already left. Never mind. It was not the defense coordinator.
Who was the
I didn't realize he wasn't the defensive coordinator for the Saints. He left the Saints to go as the linebackers coach of the Dome Patrol to go be the DC at the Carolina Panthers when they were an expansion team.
That's why what's his name went there.
Yeah, Sam Mills, Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. Rest in peace. What a football player. Yeah.
Oh, Jim Haslett was the defensive coordinator in 96.
For the Saints?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I don't think I knew that either. The snake can turn LSU into the new you. Fred, right? Snake? I'm assuming Lane.
Is that what he is? What's 96 that G Moose keeps saying?
That what didn't you say 96 or 95?
It was when he got drafted. I think he won the Heisman though in 95. Am I wrong? Or maybe he did win it in 96. Maybe the guy from did the Nebraska quarterback win it in 95?
I remember when they broke into Moore's house and robbed him. Do you remember that?
I remember that too.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that, but like Joe Burrow's house got burglarized. How do they not have private security on it?
Shador Sanders' house got broken into last week too.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I would think Shador Sanders' posse would have beat the shit out of him.
They're all at the game. Surefire way, nobody's going to be at the house.
Yeah, they know where they're going to be at.
Right.
Yeah, those fucking assholes.
Jim Haslett was the defensive coordinator.
And I guess that I didn't know that he had.
Why you doubting me, bro?
I just had to see it with my own eyes. One season.
All right, so Eddie George won the Heisman in 95. The draft would have been the spring of 96.
Yeah.
They drafted Alex Molden over Eddie George.
Which is fucking nuts, by the way.
I kind of remember that. I kind of remember that about Jim Haslett when we hired him. I kind of.
Hey, and then Ditka, like 2 years later, made up for it and drafted Ricky fucking Williams and traded every pick we had for the next 3 years.
Yeah. But let's just put it to perspective. I didn't know this about
Brandon Reese says Danny Werfel won the Heisman in 96.
Okay. And then your boy Mike Ditka drafted Danny Werfel. Eddie George is only this is what the Saints passed on, which just sums up the history of the Saints. Eddie George is only the second NFL running back to rush for 10,000 yards while never missing a start, joining Jim Brown. Only Walter Payton with 170 started more consecutive regular season games than Eddie George's 130 consecutive games that he started. So here's the New Orleans Saints.
I feel like it goes with our politics. It's just we make bad decisions.
But it's okay. A couple years later, we would draft Ricky Williams and everything would be fine, right? Zombie Bob. Hey, don't worry. Gail Benson's the most influential woman in sports. What's the combined record of her two pro franchises?
4 and
I think it's 25.
Well, no, 5 because the Pelicans won the other night. They lost tonight, but they won the other night.
5 and 20.
Yeah, 5 and 30. But hey, she's gonna go pay off some layaways at Walmart over on Chapatulas. Great lady, Southern lady, real great lady. Get
insert joke about Catholic priest.
Nice land in
insert your own, right?
Chip, right. Are we gonna do the bit about Gail Benson's trimming, or we're not gonna allow that tonight, Zombie?
It's well, all right. If you go back to Diego's mom, compare and contrast the two.
Brandon, how dare you say Loomis needs to be demoted or something? Gail Benson says he's doing a fabulous job.
Yeah. And she's doing a fabulous job of fucking her way to the top, just like she fucking snuck up on her fucking husband and stole the Saints from his kids. Now her kids were fucking nuts, allegedly.
I'll take Rita Benson LeBlanc right now.
Absolutely.
Over Diego's mom?
No, I would take Diego's mom. Diego's mom is not a bad looking lady.
And Diego's mom is not a bad looking lady. It's just one of those things. It's overdone now.
Yeah, but I thought she was pretty last year, and now she's like famous.
It's all because Theo Vaughn said he wanted to go on a date with Diego Pavia's mom.
Sure.
And that's why we're here. That's why we're talking about it now.
Dude,
but we're talking about Vandy football. Is Vandy going to make the playoffs? Is Vandy going to beat Tennessee?
No.
No.
Big Orange Max says
you think Peabody's going to beat Tennessee?
I love that he calls him Peabody.
He calls him.
It's
at Tennessee. It's at Tennessee. I think it is.
I don't know the answer to that question. But since we've been on the show, I put some money on Mississippi State plus 7.5.
I think that's good. Oh, it's dropped. It went from 10 to 7.5. Wow.
How many children does Alex Molden and his wife have?
Since you're asking, I'm going to say 12.
Chip?
I mean, is it from the same wife?
6, 7, 8, yes.
Oh, well, good for him. That makes me like him more.
He played 8 years in the NFL. He has
8 kids.
How many children? 8 kids.
8 kids every year. I mean, if he's married to the same wife, good for him.
His
Philip
son
Rivers
was played at Washington and was drafted by the Tennessee Titans in the 3rd round of the 2021 draft.
How many kids does Antonio Cromartie have?
47. No, 6, 7.
Isn't that supposed to be like a youth of today thing? And Zombies, Zombies done it every show. So
Zombie Bob's fucking hip. What's up, hip cool kids?
He is hip.
It's Zombie Bob. Let's see. Elijah Molden, Alex Molden.
Cromartie has 14 kids.
He's with the Chargers.
Good for
Elijah Molden is still playing. Drafted in 2021. He's with the Chargers the last 2 years.
Antonio Cromartie has 14 kids. Do y'all want to guess how many baby mamas?
11. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
10.
8.
Okay.
Good job for Cromartie.
Good job. I Googled how many kids he had, and that's what came up. So,
let's give out a little shout out to Elijah Molden. I didn't know that Alex Molden had a son in the NFL. And in February of this year, the Chargers signed him to a 3-year, $18.75 million contract extension with 13.5, not 14.50, but 13.5 guaranteed.
There you go.
I like that. Good for him. Good for him.
The Saints were off a generation, is what you're saying.
Well, Saints are always off.
How can you expect, though, New Orleans to have nice things when they're running fucking news stories on the life of Soulja Slim? That's fucking insane.
Well, at least that's culture and pop culture and current events. I mean, remember when Scrim, the dog, had escaped and was on the loose for fucking 15 years? And
wait, didn't you post pictures with Scrim?
I was doing drinks with Scrim and Molly's in the Market on Decatur Street. Scrim walked in. I fucking ordered that dog a frozen Irish coffee. He drank it up and he's like, "Peace out, Zombie Bob," and he went down the street.
So we can dispel the rumor that you are an animal hater. That dispels it.
I've already said that. It's the idiots associated with the animals that piss me off.
Philip Rivers has 10 kids. G-Moo says.
Same wife.
Same wife, though. Like I'm cool with Molden and Phillips Rivers doing that. It's the 8 wives. It's just a fucking little ridiculous.
At each their own.
Making some mistakes there, man, Cromartie. Like, come on.
All right, next topic, Dave.
All right, next topic.
Go ahead.
I got a good one. I haven't prepared you two for this, so I'm gonna go with it. We got to cut. What is tomorrow? Thanksgiving. Right? We've already talked about last week. We already know that Zombie Bob hates turkey because Zombie Bob is a bougie bitch. So therefore, he's probably gonna have rack of lamb tomorrow or something.
No, we're going to a family member's house where there will be 2 smoked turkeys.
Whew.
So what are you going to do? There's no ham?
I don't know.
There's got to be ham.
I don't even know. To be honest with you, I don't even know.
So what if there's only
where
turkey?
I'm going in the afternoon. In the afternoon, I'm going to Jerry and Sarita's.
Okay, so first question I'm going to ask you. All right, it's about Thanksgiving food. Oyster dressing, yes or no?
Me or Chip? Chip, you go first.
Chip, you go first.
I know this is going to be crazy. I'm just not an oyster dressing guy. I do like raw oysters and charbroiled, but I don't like fried oysters and I don't like oyster dressing.
I love oyster dressing. My wife thinks it's repulsive.
I don't think it's repulsive.
The correct answer is absolutely.
I knew Zombie was going to go there. Ooh, G-Moose. Here's side thing. Zombie Bob, you can punt on this question. Is baked turkeys dry AF? Give me fried 100%. Or smoked. So what's the best? Fried, smoked, or baked turkey?
I haven't had smoked before.
Smoked turkey's good, but it doesn't. I like smoking a turkey because I don't want to set the house on fire with a fried turkey. But fried turkeys, I think, are better. The white meat is juicier. My problem with smoked turkeys is the smoke flavor is great. The dark meat is fantastic. The white meat is, eh.
That's the problem with white meat. That's why you got to go dark.
So, Chip, which one do you prefer? Baked, smoked, fried?
Dude, I had a fried one a week ago, and it was fantastic. Smoked is probably my way to go, but I do think fried is really good.
Let me ask you this. Do you go back to back, belly to belly? Do you go turkey at Thanksgiving and turkey at Christmas?
I love turkey, so yeah, it's the 2 times of the year I eat it, and I think it's fantastic.
Me and my wife compromise. Turkey on Thanksgiving, ham on Christmas.
Those are both wrong. The correct answer is, even though I don't eat turkey at Thanksgiving, Italian Christmas is what we do.
I do Italian Christmas Eve.
Okay. Well, the 7 fishes. You do the 7 fishes?
Yeah, but isn't that just like a New York thing, the 7 fish thing?
Is there anywhere else more Italian than New York? The answer is no. Chicago, Philly? No. Where's the New York Mafia? New York.
Spiral honey baked ham for Christmas. Okay. Chip, did you stand in line today for a honey baked ham?
I did. I do like honey baked hams.
Honey baked hams are elite. And using the leftovers to make red beans.
Oh, 100%, man. You knocked it out.
I approve of that.
Lauren Hamilton in the chat says,
what's more Italian than New York, Italy? Hey, this says fragile. Fragile.
I think
that's a major award.
I love the Sopranos. Italians might get mad and say this. I love the Sopranos. I love Italians. Love Christopher Columbus.
Daniel.
But anyways, fuck the Italian soccer team. I know no one likes to talk about that, but fuck them. Fuck
Giuseppe Rossi.
Giuseppe fucking Rossi, one of my most hated fucking people. You're a fucking American. You should never fucking leave your country. You fucking loser.
Well, how do you feel about Mondo Duplantis with that mindset, Chip?
Fuck him too. I did not like that. My dad's like, well, there's a reason because my dad loves Mondo. He coached his dad. But fuck Mondo, dude. That's fucking bullshit.
That's why you're Wildcard Wednesday with the Geaux Team. That's why. Where else can you get this?
That's why I hate our kicker.
Yeah, we're talking about
the Mexican flag
Diego's mom, Kenzel, turkey. Why I hate dogs. The SPCA is probably knocking on my door as we speak.
Well, can they come?
You can't get this kind of content anywhere else, Daniel. You can only get the institutional knowledge and the entertainment here with the Geaux Team.
That is correct. Only here on the Geaux Team can you get this. All right. So I had to ask the oyster dressing question first. Second question, Thanksgiving related. What is your favorite dish?
Oh,
it could be a dessert.
Dude, is this bad?
All right, we'll do.
I love turkey. I love white meat.
No, fuck turkey. No. I'm going to counter the dessert thing with a thumbs up, thumbs down off the top of your head. Pecan pie. No way. Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
No,
I mean,
y'all are fucking wrong.
I'm never gonna buy. I will
apple
never pay for a pumpkin pie, but if it's there, I'll eat it and I'll be like, "Hey, this was good."
No, Dutch apple pie is my favorite.
I'm apple slices. I'm fucking pumped about this.
Apple pie is definitely my favorite though.
But we're doing
Dutch apple.
That's good too. I love.
Which one's the Dutch apple? I never forget.
With the little crumbs on top.
Yes,
Dutch
that's
apple.
Amazing. That's
all right. Ice cream on top of your Dutch apple pie.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Vanilla ice cream.
No way.
No. You've heard me say this before. You know what who the greatest teammate of all time is?
Vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream.
Wow.
You put vanilla ice cream with any dessert, it makes that dessert better. Vanilla ice cream is the greatest teammate of all time. Never needs to be the superstar.
Ice cream out the freezer.
Vanilla ice cream never wants to be the star. It's not going to be the ball hog. It doesn't demand the ball.
Best take of the season, Daniel.
Vanilla ice cream, greatest teammate of all time.
Okay, I like it. I've never heard that take before.
Chip's heard me say that before because he nailed it right
going
away.
Back to your question,
Disco Dave wants to know where will BK coach next year? Grand Valley.
No.
Grand Valley State.
Toledo.
I mean, can you take? He's not going to coach.
Worcester High School with Kinzel's going to be the head coach at Worcester High School next year, and Brian Kelly's going to coach the O line, and they're going to rush for 50 yards a game.
Going back to that sweet potato casserole with brown sugar and pecans on top. But I used to do it. I haven't done it in a while. Steamed cauliflower with a really heavy white cream sauce on top.
I like steamed cauliflower. I like cauliflower. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Lauren Hamilton.
We've had two Michigan States in the chat today.
Lauren, I don't disagree with that. I didn't think about that till someone mentioned it. Michigan State would be a good landing spot. I don't know.
I didn't even know Michigan State has an opening.
They don't yet, but I think people assume.
I couldn't even tell you who Michigan State's head coach
is. He was the coach at Oregon
State. But not Michigan State, but like somewhere like Rutgers. Right?
Well, Sciano would have to leave. They love that guy.
Well, but you know what I'm saying.
Where did Kinzel Kelly go to high school? That's where Brian Kelly's going to coach next year. Well, no, he was in South Bend. They can't go back to South Bend.
Fucking Kinzel Kelly.
All right. Have you heard the rumor that Les Miles is going to come back with Ed Orgeron under Kiffin's staff and be the tight ends coach?
No, I heard he's coaching the O-line, and I heard Mike Archer's coaching the quarterbacks.
Mike Archer was a defensive coordinator, though.
I pulled it out of my ass real quick, Chip. As soon as I said it, I knew it was probably wrong.
You know I was coming at you right there.
I just had to keep going with Zombie Bob's bit.
Well, Miles coached the tight ends for the Cowboys.
He did.
Yeah.
He did, but that was back when you were like, let's run the football. That was like a Jim Moore day.
Well,
listen, Les Miles' O-lines ran the football, man.
Yeah, he also passed at the beginning of his career, too. They were a very balanced offense back in the day.
Who was the better center for LSU? T-Bob or Nacho?
Nacho.
T-Bob's a great LSU Tiger. Love him. I don't want to dog.
Wasn't Nacho an All-American? At least all SEC.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was the best. He also fought people, which is awesome. And then became friends with them. I respect
You're friends with Nacho?
No, didn't Nacho fight never mind. That was who was the guy who fought the Ohio State guy? Nacho was way before.
Eric Andelisek?
Yeah, and I was thinking of this.
What year was that guy in fight with the linebacker from Ohio State? Midfield.
And then they became like best buds. He spoke at his funeral. It's really cool.
Yeah. What was the linebacker's name?
Dude, he was a stud.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
He's a boss. Yeah, he was
neck
roll and everything, dude. Just fucking
Toledo. Let's see. Toledo head coach salary.
Toledo's like, aren't they pretty good? I think they're. Am I wrong?
I have no idea. I don't follow MAC football.
Yeah, I agree. Michigan State, maybe one of the Western Michigans. What's the other one?
G Moose sending me to Twitter right now.
All right, the head coach is Jason Candle at Toledo, and Toledo extended him through 2026. No, they extended him through 2028. He makes $1.1 million.
Good Lord. At Toledo.
Toledo. Yeah.
The Saban effect. Saban was a coach there.
Who was the head coach at Toledo before John Candle?
Terry Bowden. Terry Bowden was at Akron. Never mind.
Matt Campbell. He left Toledo to go to Iowa State.
Oh,
Didn't Nick Saban coach at Toledo?
Yeah, 1995.
Did he?
1996, 1994, excuse me. 94, 95, he went to Michigan State. Or no, maybe 93, and then he went to the Browns, or maybe, I can't remember which was first. I'd have to look it up. Sorry if I'm wrong. I do know he was at Toledo 1 year, 9-2.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have bet you $1 million that he'd never coached there.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I'm not going to read.
Toledo, 1990, Chip, 1990.
Yeah, okay. Then he went to the Browns.
G Moose said to go check out Tate's replies to Fajoka's post. I'm on a gag order about Braden Fajoka, but
wait, what did Pate? Josh Pate?
No, William Tate, former LSU president.
Oh, is going after.
No, he's agreeing with Fajoka.
Well, yeah, but he's got an axe to grind as well.
Bro, they're out to get us, man. They're fucking out to fucking get us.
We gotta be careful with what we say about Braden Fajoka here, though, Chip.
It's my favorite LSU player of all time.
He was kind enough to come on this program. So.
Why does he refer to his alma mater? I mean, LSU. Like, wouldn't he say we?
Oh wait, Gmo says no. He's not agreeing. Never mind. Maybe I read it wrong. I was trying to read it real quick.
So who's the? I mean, listen. I love that guy, and I think I respect his opinion. He's allowed to have his opinion, and there might be some validity to his opinion. I mean, he's a former player. I mean, but I don't know. I just don't like I wish he'd say we. I don't know the fact.
I think he does. I think he does.
Sometimes.
Now, look, of course, I'm biased, but
for sure.
I want to go back to Saban at Toledo. In 88 and 89, Toledo was 6-5. They hired Saban to be head coach, 9-2, co-champion of the Mid-American Conference. 1 point loss to Central Michigan, 4 point loss to Navy that year. While coaching at Toledo, Saban turned down an application from future head coach Urban Meyer, who was looking for any coaching job on that staff. Saban said, "Go fuck yourself."
He knew he's a fucking goddamn snake. That's why.
Oh wait, I had too many of them.
Disco Dave.
No. Gmo says stay out of Vegas to Fajoka, meaning he'll lose money. Oh, I thought it meant he'll win money.
Okay.
But I read it real
look,
quick.
Braden and I have a bet. When Lane Kiffin is
he's got payout.
Head coach at LSU, he's riding in Endymion with me in 2026.
You know what though, and you always bring up a good point though. He interacts with fans. He doesn't shy away. You got to respect that. And maybe
he puts his opinion out there. I think he's trying to get his name out there for a media job
on the show. And I love that he came on the show. And he's
a great guy. I mean, his takes aside, I just love the kid.
You can't not be friends with someone because of their take. That's just
he's
always an LSU Tiger. I wish he would say he was more, but it's all good.
Well, but
congratulations to him.
He flashed his hardware, and he's
he does.
Like my alma mater, and
I mean, we all know he went to LSU. Does he really have to say it? I guess you're right. And also,
that goes back to Lane Kiffin, Chip. That's an excellent point. Like, who is a casual football fan in this country that doesn't know who Lane Kiffin is and what he's about? Nobody.
Congratulations to him for retiring from the NFL. That's something not many people get to do. So.
Right.
All right, gentlemen. Anything else?
No, just and wrapping up because it is Thanksgiving Eve. The season's not over, the pod's not over, but we're just taking this time to thank everyone that listens, everyone that supports, that interacts in the super chat, that follows us on Twitter and hits us up, knocks it out, disagrees or not. We appreciate you. We wish you and your family all the best. Certainly, we appreciate our guests this year, from Mike at the Pot of Gold. Certainly the first one that came on this year, Braden Fajoko, Lon Phillips Sullivan of the LSU Odyssey, Jace. Oh, you saw I talked with Jace. We're going to schedule something mid-December before the bowl game with him. Jace Lejeune of Gridiron Football, Carter Bryant, who just hit
Mark Schulenkamp.
10,000 subscribers. Carter hit this week, I believe.
Yeah.
So thanks for him. Thanks to him certainly for taking time to come on the pod and shoot the shit with us and everything.
Don't forget the biggest Tennessee fan.
Who?
Biggest Tennessee fan of all time.
Big Orange Mac. We love you, buddy. And of course, thanks for that, Chip. But happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And we'll talk to you. Now I will be out of pocket. So you guys got to carry the torch.
Be tough
for the next couple of weeks, but you can text me. You can call, but only in emergency.
And where you going?
Can't you send videos? You can't send videos.
I can send videos. Oh,
you can. Yeah, send us when you're. What is it? Across the Atlantic, wherever you are, across the transatlantic cable, you can just send us a video, email it to me, make it easier. And then I'll just upload it, and we can do zombies video clip.
European take.
Yeah, where are you going?
Chip, man, we're going Saturday night. We flying overnight, changing planes in London. Sunday evening, I'll be in Vienna. 3 days in Vienna, Austria. Then we're taking a train to Nuremberg, Germany. 2 days there.
Cool.
3 days, then train to Prague. 3 days in Prague in the Czech Republic. Taking a train to Krakow, Poland, 3 days in Krakow, train to Budapest, Hungary, and we fly home on the 13th from Budapest.
Good.
Zombie Bob's European vacation.
Can you say Grant's in Paris right now?
Yeah, I was in Paris.
Yeah, I love Paris.
Don't go to Paris.
I hope you don't get blown up.
Well, true. We've taken steps in that scenario world. So
Lauren Hamilton says the USC firing made Lane Kiffin famous. And then Accardo says, how confident are you guys that Kiffin will come to LSU? And do you think he finishes coaching through the playoffs? Zombie Bob's at 45%, Chip's at 35%, Daniel's at 75%.
Right. Yeah. He's not coaching him through the playoffs.
I don't think he's coaching through the playoffs. I think he's going to try. I think they're going to cut him loose.
There is, and I who was the super chat that just said that? Accardo?
Yeah.
Put it back up. But I think there's a scenario, and I know that it's an unpopular take and a pipe dream. I think that there's a scenario that if they let him coach and he got to the championship or he got several rounds in, that they could say, this is what you're capable of at Ole Miss. We think you're as good of a coach as him. You can do what he just did. Whereas if you don't let him, so you can make it if by letting him coach, and this is a bad take, maybe an unpopular take. If you let him coach, you can spin it and control the narrative that it's about Ole Miss. If he doesn't coach the playoffs and you have an interim as the head coach and they lose in the first round, it's Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin made this, not Ole Miss. That's just me, but that's me controlling the narrative if I was Ole Miss. So,
Chip and I talked about earlier today. Excellent hire by Arkansas.
Is that 100% now? Is that at 100% now?
Who is it?
They hired the guy at Central Florida, Alex Golish.
Oh, is that late breaking that just happened?
It's not official, but it's being reported by reliable sources.
That's a nice hire. I like
Absolutely.
that.
That's good.
I saw that G-Boo said Oklahoma State is letting the guy coach, but now the quarterback at North Texas is opted out, and because the rumor is he's going to follow the coach to Oklahoma State.
I like Golish too, Lauren.
Golish, that's a good. That's
a good.
Like
if you're Arkansas, you got to take a chance on those
up and comers.
Well, I think I do. I think he'd be okay at LSU too. I wouldn't have been upset about it.
I mean, I don't know why they didn't go after BK, but
it worked out for them because everybody else is waiting on Lane Kiffin and the dominoes to fall. So Arkansas goes and swipes him where, he could have been at an Auburn. He could have ended up at Florida. So it is a great
He beat Florida this year at Florida. He went to Florida and beat them this year.
Yeah, no, good for the Pigs.
Arkansas
live right now. Okay.
We'll have to go give it a listen. Chip's a big Chip's. I joke with Chip that Chip's an Arkansas fan. It's not really an Arkansas fan though, but
he's got family up there. He's got family up there.
My brother was an All-American there.
So, gentlemen,
shout out.
But we'll be back tomorrow night. You're available tomorrow night, Zombie?
It's Thanksgiving.
What the fuck are you going to be doing? Sitting on the couch?
I'm going to Serena.
I'll do tomorrow night.
Hey, I'll see Rocky from St. Rose tomorrow, and I'm going to see Skittles.
We'll join them in.
Hey, ask Skittles.
You're going to be there at 9 o'clock?
My backup.
I don't know. I'm not. Y'all are really podcasting tomorrow night? You're pulling my leg.
Yeah, our Thanksgiving is like at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, my Thanksgiving's done by 2. But I have 2, and I'm gonna. If we're podcasting, I'll be home. I want to talk about the coach. Maybe something.
Let me tell you before.
Maybe something pops tomorrow.
Probably not, but maybe.
Maybe we actually talk about LSU and Oklahoma.
Or let's just talk about the upcoming.
I'm not even watching that shit.
Oh wait! What did you say the score is going to be? Quickly, since you're not going to be here, score me.
47
Zombie. If we record tomorrow night, Zombie
3.
Bob will be back.
I won't be back.
All right, I think it's going to be 17-13. Oklahoma.
No way. 47-3.
I mean,
Blake Baker's doing a good job since Brian.
Oh, excuse me. Check that. 17-3. Oklahoma.
Listen, Zombie, I know you almost got the A&M score correct. I did not talk shit about that pick. If you say 47-3 for this one, I'm going to talk shit about that pick. That ain't happening.
No. Okay. The under's like 35.
Yeah, Oklahoma's offense kind of sucks.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be bad weather.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. All right, one thing before we go. You're saying, Thanksgiving's over at this time. Back in the day, I dated a young lady who I'm still friends with to this day, a good friend of the program, Gia. Shout out Round Rock, Texas. We would start at 11 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving at her mother's house. Then we would go to my mother's house when I had a mother. Then we would go to her dad's side of the family. Then we would go to my dad's side of the family. Then we would go usually to my godmother's side of the family. We'd go somewhere else. And then at like 10 o'clock at night, we would wind up at her mom's grandmother's house that we started at 11 o'clock in the morning. We would do like 6 Thanksgivings in a day.
For a guy that doesn't like turkey, that sucks. But I love turkey.
For a guy who doesn't like turkey, that's a lot of turkey. But Zombie's like a politician. He probably loved that. Get in, give some hugs, kiss the babies, and then get out of there. You probably love that.
She is of Italian heritage. And the first time I went there for Thanksgiving at her dad's parents' house, the old guys and wife beaters, we were talking about Italy. And the old guys and wife beaters after Thanksgiving dinner, they're like, who wants to play cards? And I'm like, I'll play cards. So I was the youngest guy playing cards by about 30 years. And it's dealer's choice, right? Well, Daniel, we grew up playing cards with our old man, but our old man taught us all these 7-card stud games with like a shit ton of wild cards. I mean, he taught us to play Dr. Pepper, 10s, 2s, and 4s. He taught us how to play, baseball was 3s and 9s, and 4 you got an extra card. Deuces and jacks, and a man with the axe, and a pair of natural 7s, right? So I get the deck of cards, dealer's choice. Deuces and jacks, and a man with the axe, and a pair of natural 7s. The entire house went silent. You could hear the guns being drawn and clicked, right? And her grandfather reached over and put his hand on my shoulder and said, son, we don't play wild cards. And I'm like, 5-card draw? True story. Shout out.
I do think a congressional, was it District 2 in New Orleans? Is it District 2? I think congressional. I think you could run for Congress seat.
Me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Too many skeletons, man. Too many skeletons.
Too many skeletons in the closet.
Yeah, but if you put it out there, nobody cares unless you're a Republican. I mean, if you come out as a Republican, you're fucked. But like,
what do I say, Chip? Always control the narrative.
I think you could do that. And
Look,
I would.
I know it's late.
I would be a good PR guy, but I would want to do it for you.
But like, if Bill Clinton back in the day, y'all are puppies, but if Bill Clinton back in the day looked into the camera and said, I fucked her on the Oval Office desk. It was fucking
stuck a cigar up
shit. He would still be president of the United States 30 years
It was
later.
a different time and day, though, man.
But I know, but like if he would have just been honest, I did not have relations with that woman. That's more JFK type impersonation. But just be honest, man. All the men in the country would be like, yeah, that's my president.
I did not have sex with that woman.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
But he did stick a cigar up her vagina and smoke it.
President of Satan. Oh, shout out to my quasi sister-in-law Janelle, friend of the program. I had lunch with her last week on the West Bank, the Rabbit, and Old Gretna.
You've been there 2 weeks in a row.
Gretna's nice.
I had dinner last night. I had dinner again last night there, and Janelle and her husband Jason know everyone on the West Bank. So I'm talking to the mayor of Gretna because she was friends with Janelle. We're just shooting the shit and all. Had no idea it was the mayor of Gretna. Very lovely lady. And I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, is there anybody in the West Bank that you don't know? And she's like, no. So shout out to the Wankers.
Okay, shout out.
I don't know.
To the West Bank.
So Chip threw out there that the over under was 36, and I couldn't believe that, so I went and looked it up. It is 36.5. That is ridiculously low. I actually just bet the over because it's so low. I'm betting the over.
There's a reason for it, bro. There's a reason for it. There's bad weather coming in. They know.
I know, and both offenses suck, but like 36 is so low, man. That's 18 to 19 game hits the over.
Assuming LSU's hitting over 12, man.
Yeah, that means
and all I would say is
that
my
means
prediction.
It's gonna be 35-3, and I don't know if Oklahoma can score 35.
Who are they playing?
A good defense.
Our defense has been really good. Everybody forgets about it. We'll talk about that tomorrow night.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the other game. Bigger game. Hey, tomorrow we're going to talk about Ole Miss and Mississippi State too. I want to talk about that.
Hey, you will see my fat face tomorrow as if I sent in an email video from Rocky from St. Rose and Skittles. I'll try to get that.
Wait, you mean your fat Down syndrome face?
Shots fired.
Shots fired on the way out of the program.
Spotify.
G Moose says Tigers win.
Love the optimism, man.
And guess what happens? That would hit the over.
I would. I'll be right up.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good day. Eat that turkey.
All right. Over and out, turkey.